Not Pilates. What's that?
You can see my feet.
You can see her feet.
Oh, there you go.
There she is. No,
not the most attractive feet in the world, but they feel good.
Mine either. I've even got like a Band-Aid on my toe today. But what I love about Pilates, you can do it in bare feet. You can do it wearing whatever you want. And when you've got it at home, you can just do a quick 5 minutes to stretch and to just really enjoy the flexibility. Because as we get older, don't you find that we tighten up a little bit more and it's harder to loosen up a little bit more? Not when you've got a Pilates machine. In fact, if you have this, I want to talk to you because about a month ago, we sold a whole bunch of these and I wanna see how you're doing at this point. 4 weeks in, I know you're seeing results. We're showing you the 4-corded system. We'll get into the details about that. I do wanna let you know we sold out of the purple even before the show this morning. We have blue, very limited, and gray available. You do get the rebounder, as you can see there. That's gonna really elevate your workout, getting you into a cardio zone. So you can burn some calories and, you know, spike that metabolism. You can stretch your whole body. And with Pilates, everything about it is very gentle, slow, quiet, but very effective, because with every movement that you make, you engage the core. And then the rest just becomes an amazing experience. And it's all because Marjolaine, who, was it 1995? Yes. That you first really got into Pilates?
So it's actually a really sad story. I was out running one morning and got badly hit by a car. So I stopped to tie my shoe and a car came around the corner and hit me. And I didn't think I'd ever walk again, let alone be able to have a baby at 47 and all that other great stuff that's happened since. But 3 months into this, Callie, it was such an eye-opener for me because I'd been fairly fit and I'd been at the gym and I'd taken care of myself, but it was like, wow, this is really different than traditional fitness, and I'll tell you why. Because it saw my imbalances in my body, and it was able to see where I was tight and weak, and very quickly it fixed those things. So it lengthened me where I was obviously tight and strengthened me where I was weak, but also helped the injury. It's gentle. So originally designed for rehab, it's been just an amazing godsend. So getting it home, the convenience is the best for me. You know, I have a crazy life, so doing just 5 minutes in the morning or 5 minutes at night or fitting it in whenever I can makes such a difference. As you mentioned, it works the core in every single exercise that you do. It stretches and strengthens you at the same time. So it's working like beauty from the inside out.
That's a good way of looking at it.
And within 30 days, you absolutely see.
In fact, we're gonna show you some before and afters because people lose inches and weight and obviously feel so much better. You do get the 30-day jumpstart included with your purchase, by the way, and our purchase price is so much better than the retail. I mean, the retail is over $600. You're getting your machine for under $4. Also on 5 or 6 Flex rather, which is $66 a month to get it. Or if you have a HSN card, you can do VIP financing, and it's only $33 a month in that case. But look at Tina, she lost 15 pounds, but look at the midsection. I mean, that's where it's so challenging, especially for women as we get older.
And they really are real people here. But I want you to pay attention not only to just her weight loss and her inches lost, but the postural changes that have occurred in all of these subjects, because you'll see their head is back where they're supposed to be. They're not tighten their shoulders anymore. Their arms hang so that their thumbs face forward. Their hips are healthier and better. So it's, yes, weight loss since we have the rebounder, which we'll talk about in a minute, but look at the other changes. And I think that as we get older, it's really important to pay attention to how we move. Everybody's injured from sitting too much or from doing repetitive one-sided movements. And so if you can get out of that, your reformer can really help to fix it.
I mean, all of these folks, I mean, really, this is just a couple of minutes a day. It's really the easiest kind of workout. It's peaceful, it's gentle, it's mind, body, soul kind of connection. It's time to meditate. And by the way, you do get 9 workouts, 9 DVD workouts with Marjolaine, and you get the whole head to toe experience. You don't have to know a single thing about Pilates right now. It's all in the box. And we give you the accessories that I think way in the beginning used to be extra charges, like the rebounder itself. This is an amazing thing to, and by the way, when you do this, it tracks your jumps on your Fitbit.
It does, it absolutely does, every step. And this is a workout, let's try that, because let's talk about This has revolutionized fitness. So now lying down flat on your back, you can get a better workout than running on a treadmill or on the road without any of the impacts. So I just went from strength training now to cardio. The rebounder is in. I'm gonna lie down on my back totally comfortably and just begin in the very beginning, you begin to hop on 2 black cords. And quickly you begin to see, they didn't put this together, that's okay. Quickly you begin to see, Callie, you keep jumping.
You got it.
What are you feeling?
I feel like my whole my legs, my thighs, my hamstrings, I'm feeling it in my calves. I feel the stretch in my ankles.
Yes.
And my toes and my feet. But right here, in my abs.
Every single jump obviously engages the core. So after 2 C-sections, the first one, I hadn't done Pilates. The second one, I had done Pilates. The recovery was ridiculous. And that poochy thing that you often can't get rid of when you have a C-section. Gone in a matter of moments.
Oh, see, there's motivation.
So now people with bad knees, who can't really run, who can't do high impact anything, who perhaps rely on swimming or something, now can lie down flat on their back and get a great workout. Here you can see how easily it folds. I want to do that live so you can see that as well.
By the way, if you want the blue, we have less than 200 of these. It's more like 150, I think, of the blue. And we lost the purple already. Gray is also available.
Yeah, the gray is a beautiful neutral. It goes with almost everything. But the blue is so inspiring, don't you think? Just having that really fun blue color.
So that's all you do out of the box?
Yeah, it comes folded in half. You're going to unfold it. You're going to add the feet, put on the end caps, put in your headrests, and shoulder pads, screw in the end cap, the little risers there, and put your rebounder together. It unfolds. You saw how mine wasn't completely
it just
attached,
unfolds.
but it's just 2 little bolts. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, but it's easy. But again, let me show you how easily it can fold if you want to store it. There's big wheels at the end. You can just rest this behind a door, next to a dresser, under the bed.
A couple of inches, really. By the way, it holds 300 pounds as well, and it only weighs 55. But considering 55, I mean, you're getting reduced shipping on this, so that's another nice break. But the price is the best here at HSN. And what we have right now in inventory is all we have for the year. So this is gonna be a quick visit with Marjolaine. There's only this show. We've got her today and tomorrow. So what we have is what we have, and when they sell out, it's gonna be a year, I think. I don't know. I mean, right now, I just know that what we have is just incredible, and I love, again, to hear from you, because, I mean, thousands of you got this about a month ago, and you've been working out on it. I would love to hear how you're feeling, most of all, what your goals were, and what you're seeing, how your body's kind of changing. It's like shape-shifting almost.
Well, when we've done 4 different clinical studies, and one of the things that the research guys were so amazed by is that one machine can actually change your body composition. So at the gym, you'd need 27 to do that. You're going to lose weight on any cardio machine if you do it religiously. You're going to build strength on the 26 other machines at the gym, but isolating muscles, one group at a time. So here in 20 minutes, you can do both, and you're going to see the shape changing in your body from the fat going to gorgeous lean muscle. So at first, you may actually not notice the weight falling off because muscle weighs more. But you'll see the definition, you'll see the changes, you'll see your posture change, and people will notice. They'll say, wow, you look really different. You look younger, you feel younger, you have more energy, you're sleeping better. There's so many changes that happen in that first few weeks.
Yeah, though, and that's what, you know, what we're here to hear from you. You can brag all you want, you deserve to, and you can also potentially make, you know, somebody else's life better because of your experience with Pilates. I mean, to get a private lesson one-on-one, I mean, with whether it's Marjolaine or any Pilates instructor, I mean, it can be upwards of $100 and maybe $150 for one session. So when you think about that, you've paid for this in no time at all. You've got 9 workouts included with this purchase. It comes with the rebounder. If you want to get anything extra, you may want to get the pillow, you may want to get the magic circle. We'll talk about this in a bit. If you want to get the stand, we've got a way to get it up and off the floor for you. And then there's the pull-up bar. which is something you may want to consider
Which is
too.
our most sought after accessory, because if you've ever tried to do pull-ups in the door, most women can't do that. You can barely lift your body. Men can do a few, but here you get all the benefits of pull-ups with definition in your arms, your back, your chest. Lying down on, you can see what Colette's doing. She's working it so she can change the resistance based on how she feels and what she's looking for the day.
And it's so much easier on your body, but you're still working the same muscles, like the triceps, the biceps, the shoulders, and always the abs.
The pillow is great, especially if you need extra support for your neck. If you've got any kind of tension in your neck, you really want the little pillow. And the medium stand is the stand that you need. So
I want to just show everybody, if you want to pick this up, this is the pull-up bar that I love. We only have 500 of them available. We'll put that on the side of the screen periodically so you can get a couple of the accessories. Everything essentially is included with your purchase, except for a few if you really want to add, you know, if you're advanced. Or maybe you got the Reformer 1st of January and you want to add some of the extra pieces to really take your exercise to the next level. But I'd love for you to take a listen to some testimonials of folks who got this, have been using it, are loving it, especially because they're seeing and feeling the difference. Here they are.
I lost over 7 pounds and 17 inches with the AeroPilates machine, and I feel amazing. With my extremely busy schedule as a real estate agent, this was so convenient because I kept it in my home office. You can just do a variety of exercises, stretching, core work, strength. So it is so versatile and allows you to create the perfect workout that works for you. Oftentimes with gym memberships, you're paying high dollar to attend their gyms, and it's expensive. But with this, it's affordable. You buy it, you put it in your living room, and it's easy to access. It can accommodate any fitness level. So you can come in new to Pilates. It's okay because you can adjust your tension. It is low impact for your joints, so it's wonderful for all ages. AeroPilates definitely makes working out fun, easy. It's like I'm getting my workout in and my relaxation in all at the same time.
You know, there's a reason it's been around since, what, the 1920s, Marjolaine?
Yes, 1920, Joe Pilates, gosh. He died in his 80s, and he was amazing. My teacher, Romana, was one of his students, Callie, and she passed away in her 90s, but could still do handstands. What? So I think as an anti-aging youthfulness tool, it's phenomenal. First of all, you're lying down for most of the exercises. So as you target your core and start to stretch and strengthen all the muscles in your body, you're also building bone, but you're safe. You can't do it wrong. Every single muscle is aligned, and the Reformer will teach you which muscles to use for each exercise, so that in your day-to-day life, you begin to move correctly.
Oh, this feels so good on my calves, just to stretch. I know, right? Honestly, stretch is so important. And I think as we age, we don't stretch as much as we need to. We don't really know how to stretch. And boy, that can really lend itself to a downward spiral.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you're really only as young as you are flexible.
Yeah, that's a good statement.
There's a great hamstring stretch. Did we do that last time together?
No.
Oh, do you want to do it?
Sure.
So stand up and touch your toes.
Oh, that's right. This is the one.
Let's see how flexible you are, and then we'll just do 10 repetitions of one of my most favorite exercises, which really stretches out the hamstring.
And really tighten my hamstrings, though.
Yeah, and you know what that does? It pulls on your lower back, and it causes lower back issues. Yeah, so let's see if we can gain 3 or 4 inches there. So you step up onto the Reformer.
Okay.
About halfway in. And first bend at the waist and lift your tailbone to the ceiling. So relax your head. Now you're going to push away with your heels. Is that too much? Too much?
Oh, that feels...
Okay, now come forward, bring the platform forward, lift the tailbone to the ceiling, and bring your head closer to your knees. All right, again, push away, and pull forward, lift your tailbone to the ceiling, head to the knees. Good. So you're beginning to feel it, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a great stretch, but not only in the hamstrings, all the way into the lower back.
Oh, yeah.
And again. So we can probably just do 6. So there's 3. And again, just keep lifting that tailbone to the ceiling, head to the knees. So I'm kind of making a V with my body, and the V is closing in on itself. So 2 more. 1. And last one.
Okay.
All right, great. And now step off and touch your toes again. Let's see if you gained a little bit of length. Yeah,
Definitely.
like 2 or 3 inches, and
Yeah.
that was just in 6 reps.
Yeah, and I'm really tight back there, which is, I'm so glad we just did that.
Okay, so tightness, again, in the hamstrings is probably 90% of most back issues. So if you can just lengthen your hamstrings every day, and this is the other fabulous
This is my favorite stretch. It's the hamstring and the hip flexor on the other leg at the same time. I love this.
Yeah, so what does that do? Think about it. If you spend a lot of time sitting, your hip flexors in the front get really, really tight, and that causes pressure on your lower back as well. So stretching out the hip flexors, especially if you spend a lot of time at a desk.
Yeah, well, so many of us sit all the time, all day long now.
Yeah.
So it really does create, it's crazy how it tightens your body just to sit.
And sitting does not register on your Fitbit.
No, it doesn't, but rebounding does.
Yes.
I'm gonna see, 4,400. I shouldn't have said that out loud because Alice might have heard me and she's probably do a lap. But anyway, if you are just tuning in, this is a special edition of the Saturday Morning Blend. You know how I feel about fitness. It's the favorite thing I offer for the 20 years I've been here because I know it's going to improve your life. You feel better. And it's incredible to me how Pilates is every kind of workout, cardio, tightening and toning and strengthening, calorie burn, stretch, flexibility. I mean, it's muscle building. It's all of it.
Yes, and efficiently, you know, in 20 minutes. Because remember, for example, if I'm doing an arm exercise like hug a tree, here's the stretch. Feel that, see how my chest is opening? And everybody's sitting like this most of their time. So stretching the chest open, the head can then go back so that my ears are over my shoulders. And that will happen really, really quickly. And then as I pull forward, I'm actually doing the strengthening, and I can change the resistance as I did there. Today on this reformer, you get 4 cords, but 2 are black, 1 is red, and 1 is yellow. So you can make the adjustment to the resistance depending on what you want to work and how hard you want to work, and customize the workout every single day.
So why are the cords different colored?
Because we wanted different levels of resistance. If it was all 4 black, it would just be 4 levels. But with the red, you get a double thick cord, so you can add a lot more, and then the yellow gives you half the resistance of 1, and so you can go down in strength as well. Sometimes less cords makes the exercise harder too.
Yeah, I remember. But I love, like the mermaid, you can do all the, you know, the classics. You can do your 10,000 steps, speaking of which.
You know, it's so great to have stretching. It's such a great machine. I love it, but then there's cardio. And I'm
keep
getting
going,
my cardio on my Fitbit.
I'm gonna catch you. You don't worry about that.
You revealed your number now.
I
so
did,
I'm gonna
you
go
heard
watch.
it.
We're having a little competition on our Fitbit to see who has to buy brunch.
I knew she was hearing everything I said. You know what though?
Here we go.
The rebounder, I'm gonna get some steps because this counts my steps.
That's not right.
You keep walking, girl.
Yeah, okay.
I love that this counts your steps.
And I love tracking. You know, tracking your progress is amazing because it gives you control over your health. You actually can say, wow, I slept really well last night, so today I have a lot more energy and that's why. Or that 10,000 steps, is that what you're aiming for?
That's the goal. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you do it one day and the next day you're like, wow, I could do that again. It's incredible, but the rebounder does track it, so I love that too.
Oh, this one is so good. Have we shown the video yet of all the muscles that are used in the body when you're doing Pilates?
No, the animations, that's a great thing. So visually you can see here how effective every single exercise on your AeroPilates machine is because it's working your whole body. At the gym, you need 27 different machines to target all of these muscles. And not only are you strengthening every one of them, you're also stretching each one of them. And can you see the stomach muscle is always engaged? No matter whether you're rebounding or you're doing Pilates, you're actually going to get a stomach workout too.
Half the time you don't even feel like you're working out.
Yeah, well, you know, with that red cord, you can absolutely work much harder if you want.
So I guess that's why it's so good for beginners as well as like
Yes.
elite athletes. I mean, you're in amazing shape.
Thank you. Well, you know, at 40, when I first had my accident, I thought I was in great shape. But today, I'm in such better shape.
Wow.
Longer, lengthened, stronger. You know, there's things that I can do today that I never could have done then. Especially in the garden, for example, moving heavy rocks. And I don't need people to do that for me anymore.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't have my iPad out here, but I think it's Deborah on Facebook is saying that she's had hers for 15 years.
Yes.
How old did you say she is, Rob? 66.
Yep.
And
My age.
Your age, loving it. So that's the other thing. I know people in their 20s who do Pilates. I know people in their 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Maybe even 80s that are doing Pilates.
Well, in my family, my son is about to be 19, and he's 6'3". So for him, it was really important to keep his posture and his shoulders back and strengthen his core as he played sports and carried heavy book bags. So I've seen a big difference in him, all the way to my 97-year-old dad.
Oh, that's
who,
right.
In January, I posted a video of him doing AeroPilates. And what he says it does for him is it gives him confidence when he's walking, climbing stairs. He's stronger. He's got better balance. So these are all things that as we age become more and more important. You know, when you're 20, you're just thinking about how you look.
Right.
But by the time you're 60 or 90, you're thinking a lot more about how you feel.
Absolutely. And that's why every time Marjolaine's here, we have time to talk before the show. And it's really true. I mean, as we age, you know, stretching becomes more difficult. Flexibility is the biggest concern. Look at your stretch and flexibility.
And I was never this flexible before I did AeroPilates, ever. You know, I was a runner, and runners tend to have very tight hamstrings. We get tight in other parts of our body. Wow. So now, just with the rebounder and the Pilates section using the foot bar, I'm more flexible, stronger, and longer than I ever have. And my posture's better, and I wake up energized without any pain.
Yeah, that's...
Which I think at 65, almost 66, is unusual.
I couldn't agree more, absolutely. I mean, I think that's the goal. That's the goal, is to feel...
Bound out of bed in the morning.
Bound out of bed.
With that Fitbit, you're watching your steps from the moment you get up.
All of it counts, it really does. So if you want the blue, just so you know, we've got a little more than 100. It should sell out in the couple of hours. If you want it, don't wait. The gray is also available, but our price. Because, I mean, Marjolaine has been doing this for 25 years all over the world. She's been with QVC, now with HSN. I mean, we're all a big family. And the price that we get to do, as compared to like retail or if you went to the website, our price is so much better. I mean, honestly, $3.99, this is top of the line Pilates at its best. It really is. Full body engagement, incredible quality. It's a world famous product, it really is. 300-pound weight capacity, made out of steel, very high quality products. I mean, the cushy, foamy rests for your shoulders, feel good. Everything about it is cushy. Nothing hurts. There's no impact.
And it's safe. I think that's the most important thing, because there's so many forms of exercise out there that add stress to your body and are not safe, and people get hurt. And I see them in my studio, trust me. On a daily basis, someone else is calling, I've hurt myself doing something. And so they get on the reformer, and quickly, number one, they feel safe. Number two, those movements are intuitive. Your body begins to change. The tightness goes away. The strength goes where it needs to. And suddenly your body's moving like a completely different animal. And I never really thought about that when I was young, but as I've aged, it's become more and more important that you employ the right muscles for the job every single time you're doing anything. Bending, twisting, turning, grocery shopping, playing with your grandchildren, gardening, whatever you're doing, alignment is everything. And if you look at our before and afters throughout the day, you'll see their postural changes, apart from the weight loss and the inches, are remarkable.
Absolutely. In fact, Ashley's got an experience we'd love to share with you. Take a look at this. She lost 17 pounds. And it's really well distributed throughout the body, from her shoulders to her tummy to her backside to her thighs.
Absolutely. Look where her ears are. Because, you know, if you look at your partner and look at each other, are your ears directly over the center of your shoulders, or are they forward? If they're forward, then you know it's only a matter of time before lower back and neck problems begin to happen. The head is heavy. It needs to sit on top of the spine, held by the muscles that are supposed to hold it, not in a fatigued way, but in a really strong and gentle way.
And here's Janine. She lost 13 pounds. Again, look at how it's distributed through. I mean, it really is, her whole center section is tighter. It's more toned. You can tell she's lost inches.
Absolutely.
Come on, that feels good. Spring is around the corner. You're gonna love the difference. And I'm like you, Marjolaine, I don't care what the scale says. I'm not interested in the number. I'm interested in how my clothes fit.
Yes, well, how your clothes fit, how you feel,
And how
how
you
much
feel.
energy you have in the morning, how much better you sleep. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
You know, I track my sleep on a ring, and I notice on the days if inadvertently I haven't been able to exercise, I don't sleep as well.
Yeah, it's very true. And when you exercise, you drink more water. I mean, all the other good choices that we make throughout the day.
Absolutely.
It all snowballs. But I'd love to hear Ashley's story and her experience. We showed you a picture. Here she is to tell you more.
Using the AeroPilates machine, I've lost 17 pounds and 20 inches all around in an 8-week period. It's not just weight loss, my body feels better. Before the program started, I was really nervous just because I've always been an athlete all my life, and so I haven't really been super flexible or anything. It's actually more whole body than I thought it was. The day after, I was like, oh, I'm sore here and I'm sore here, and just every part of my core was sore. So it's a good sore because I know that it's working areas that haven't been worked before and building those areas. And it's nice because if something feels a little too hard, you take the resistance band off. If you need a little bit more and I'm like pulling too quickly, I just add another band on the AeroPilates machine and it's great. If I only have 5 minutes, I can jump on the machine and do 5 minutes of using the rebounder. I can do 5 minutes of just doing my arms. I can do, if I have more time, I can jump on it. It really kind of takes away that excuse of I don't have time to work out, because you do. You can do a full body workout or you can do just 5 minutes. Working out with AeroPilates does make it fun. You kind of don't realize that you're actually working out. I lost 17 pounds in 8 weeks. I feel wonderful.
See, she lost, look at all those inches. She lost 17 pounds. I think it was 13 inches. How amazing.
I know, and that happens fast. The waist particularly, you see it in the waist right away. And then, of course, your bottom lifts, and then your chest opens, then your head is back where it needs to go.
Okay, so in our final few moments, Marjolaine, I'm sorry, normally we have an hour. We'll be together tomorrow too for a full hour, but this is our Saturday blend. So we want to squeeze it in, but I mean, it's limited timing. So we do have the blue, we do have the gray. Your choices are here. We have 9 workout DVDs that are included. You get the Jumpstart, which includes
the
a 30-month.
Jumpstart, yes, 30 days of motivation every single day. You know, log in, I'm there with you. Email me, marjolaine@lighterliving.com, if you have any questions throughout the day today. I'll be back at 5, and then tomorrow with you, Callie, at 2.
And that's it. And that potentially is it for the year.
These will be gone for sure.
Marjolaine, in a nutshell, what kinds of experience can somebody expect when they get home? Like, I know everything is core, but like, what about the upper body? Can you show us a few exercises for arms?
Absolutely. Well, let me do my 2 favorites. So, biceps and triceps. You want balanced arms, you want long and strong elbows and wrists. So this is a bicep curl done on a Pilates reformer. Obviously your core is engaged, but you can see the biceps. You can work the resistance depending on how you feel. If you've got a big, strong guy, he'll use the red and 2 black. You might just use 1 black like I'm using at the moment. And then I can go straight into my triceps here, which get rid of those bingo wings. Is that what